Yeah, so I'm just going to add this on. I know I have to add this on. So if you take a look, there's where's my finger? Hold on a second. Where's my finger? Okay, here, here. Okay, okay. You go down to here. Let me see if you can see it. See this area here is a hexagon. The beginning of it, okay, where the Y is, you see the Y over here, okay? This area over here is 14 and 16 and 19, and then the X over here, okay, this is, sorry, I made a mistake. This is 16, this is 18, this is 14, this is 19, and this is 21, and this is 23. When you join it together with the center 17, the Q, with the 20, one part of the house, the upper house, because there's a upper and lower house. See, I can make this Y here. See, I can make the Y upside down. This inside Y, I could flip it the other way if I want. Okay? When this cube goes, it can flip the other way. You see the way it's being held on? Onto one side only. It's not being held on to both sides. They're individual cubes. Okay, they're all individual. Each one of these is 36 numbers. And this is only part of the design. I redid it over here. You see the stop sign? Because that's exactly how it is. 17 and 20 and 13 and 13 and 17 and 20 and etc. right around here. Okay, here's the actual roulette right over here. I'm blocking the light, right? So, yeah, so much going on, eh? So just let me bring you back to this. So now that we got energy and we got matter and we have Christ with 74 and 77 equals to 151. Before we had 141. Now we got 151. This is 5 and 4 and 5 and 4. And then the center. I don't remember exactly. I have to do this to the left, and I have to do it to the right. And then I do all three of them to bring it to the center. So 4 times 1 times 1 equals to 4. 4 plus 1 equals to 6, unless they're only individuals. And we have to remember, there's a question I have to ask myself. Since 5 is not alone, the only way to make a 5, okay, is with 22 on the outside and 1 in the center. Sometimes it's expressed as 41, as 6 times 5, 6 plus 5 equals to 30 equals to 11, 41, right? 41 and 23. The only way to get it in the alphabet is 14 and 23, and that is what's connecting your numbers. And either you can go this way to put the cube, or let me see if I can duplicate what I just did. Okay, or you can go, hold on a second. Whoa, I didn't do that right. I didn't do that right. Hold on a second. No, I can't squeeze it in here that no one can see, even myself. It's ridiculous. So what happens is I draw that line here, and then I draw that line there. Then I go down here, and here, and now I go here, and then 2 past. And then I go here, and 2 past. 2 past which hour? Now what do I do? What did I get here? I went down. So now what do I do is I go up. And I have my upper cube or my lower cube. I have my diamonds. And then everybody wants to know where the fox pass is. So if the art don't show up, okay, I'm just trying to figure out how can we integrate. Is it like this, or should I be doing the same thing? This inside and this inside. I'm just trying to see. Should I have done it that way? I don't know. The video's long. I'm going to end it in a second. I'm just trying to take a look what I can do with this fox, you know. There's got to be something in there. Oh, why don't I just do that? Why don't I just make it simple, right? Because I can't go any other way. So we have a window that's actually straight up, but the window is missing some corners. So there's more to the story if we can keep creating and understanding the area space used to see what we can impasse. 45, 55. And 55, by the way, is created by 16. Did I show you how we got to 29? No, I didn't, right? So 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals to 6 equals to 5. Now we go 6 times 5 equals to 30. 6 plus 5 equals to 11 equals to 41. 4 times 1 equals to 4. 4 plus 1 equals to 5. 5 times 4 equals to 20. 5 plus 4 equals to 0.9. We have 11 to the minus. Let's just do that. And 29 to the plus. 11, 11. And this becomes 18 and 11. And that is your creation birth in the house of Venus, traversing in gematria from one world into the next. Do we have that gematria ladder? Yeah, I was showing you over here. Earlier on, for those who didn't, who weren't here, see 1 house, 2 house. I'm not sure if we split this house here, the 2 T houses, the G and the T, and then they come up together over here, and they live in the bigger house. The gateway is between M and N. I'm not really sure the moon and the sun. When you see the word, I wrote down before no energy, and the reason for that is because energy is 47. This is 74, so I wrote no energy. But the word no is the 14th and 15th letter, and this is how pi begins. It's a division of 3, and it runs through pi. Division of the sun, division of the 7th gate, in which turns out to 6, in which will turn out to be born into the sun. That's the numbers we're working on right now, born into the sun. So what happens over here? In order for anything to happen, we got to connect 11 with 13 and 14 with 16. Here we use number 12. Here we use number 15. We use the L and the O. I'm not going to tell you that it is the 3 and the 6 that came together and how it creates the letter IR, 6 and 3. Where were we with that? I don't know, 6 and 3. This is the creation of the light, the reverse cube. This is also T. I'm going to show you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 T. 19 S. 18 R. 17 Q. 16 P. And 15 O. Do you want to know what this is? Because in our birth house of Venus and our spirit, in the gateway of time, 20 is when the cube is sitting like this. You will have 6 up and 14 around, 5 up and 14 around, 4 up and 14 around, 3 up and 14 around, 2 up and 14 around, 4 up and 14 around. So you really don't have to put that. You can just, leave it at that, or you can write the number 9, because that calculation will be 54, 59. It'll be the birth. Now I was telling you how 39, the angel, comes to the 29 birth, equaling to 68 into the house planet, the planet divided by DC, the planet of hot and cold, Jesus Christ, energy and matter. 2 times 34 is 68. 2 times 43 is 86. You add them together, they become 14. And Pluto eventually comes into this vigor in where I think it's the house is divided between day and night. I'm just trying to remember. Oh, yes, the divided house, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equaling to 8668. So you can say generic, and it's 514. Okay, so now what goes with all of these? I'm just going to put a point. Okay, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 114 and 6, or it's 156. Here it's 256. Here it's 356. Here it's 456. Here it's 556. New World Order at P, the half-life. And here it's 6. Did I get that right? No. No, that's too funny. I got them all wrong. Here it's 255. Here it's 354. Here it's 453. Here it's 552, and here it's 651. So the first and the last, the first and the last, and they all pair up. I'm not going to get into that. This is creation, birth in the sun. DC are the polarities. This is the house we live, the house of creation, the house of DC, the house of A, B, C, D, 60, and 100. It's also noted to be 60 and 80. You see, if I have this area, and they're all valued at 25% equaling to 100, and I take out the core area of 5, they all become 20s. Now, the only time that happens is, or when it happens, it's usually one area space. 11, 11. It's usually one area space where I take out this area space. So instead of this, so you have 4 cubes. You used to have 9 cubes, but now you have 4. It's the divided house. We have to think of what that mathematics are. And I'm a little bit tired right now, and I'm not finished this yet. 4 20s. 4 20s. And as you turn the dice, there are 4 20s. We did the thing with the 80, the 100 to the 80. I forget another reason. Yes, there is 100. Let's say there is 100. So 20 goes for the heaven. 40 goes for the heaven. 40 goes for the spirit. And 20 goes for the life. So you have 100. So now what you do is you take the 20 and you throw it into the world. So now you have 20. And you had 80. But now that 20 came in, it took away 20. Because you have to live. So 20, I come into this world, there's an empty space. I come into this world and I occupy an area of space. There's an area of space for me. So they create an area of space for me. Now you need an area of space for my shadow, for my aura, for my space. We have to stop this video. I have a couple of, there's things that I saw. I know I didn't finish in nueve, the word new is 555. It is also in French, it is neuf, which also means new. You can also watch the noons. You can have many more nines. The word purple in the horses is on the 9 horse. The red is on the 1 horse. The blue is on the 2 or the 3. We are in the blue worlds. The purple is also in the standardbreds on the 10, and the thoroughbreds on the 10 horse. So bring in the angels between 9 and 10, and it's ironic. 9 and, oh yes, that other thing, S and T is in being first. Well, look where it shows up. 6 and 5. The equation tells me that 7 comes 11, right? 7 come 11, 6 and 5. The word 7 equals 65, so we're going to use that one way. And 7 come 11, because this entire cube is 7 come 11. This is what we're going to do. We're going to count. We see 9. We're going to take away 1. We got 8. 1 and 8. And Now we're going to go to the opposite side, and we see 6, and we're missing 3. We have 7 dots and 11. Can we do that again? Yeah, we'll try that one more time. We've got 4 dots, and we're missing 5. And we got 3 dots, and we're missing 6. By the way, this word is love, DC. It's 180 degrees over any other set dice. The reason is that is the center, the heart of the value of the numbers between 1 and 6. It's 3 and 4. So here we have what is 7 and 11. And here we have 81. And here we have 45. So we have the sun, the fox pass, and we have the house of Venus, the spirit in the house of Venus, in the 4 houses of Venus, 80. But we're only 60 because we're not the spirit, we're not the 80 part, we're the 60 part. That's why they say 420s, but we're only the 60 part, 3/4 of what is the house. Now, we also have what is the reverse of 5 and 2. So when you have the 5, you can see that there's 4 missing, and when you have the 2, you can see that there are 7 missing. So you have 11 and you have 7, so that's 18. So now you have 6 and 8. So in the gateway of Venus and the sun, or the fox pass, because I could have went the other way, in the Venus gates, at the 7th gate, the student comes into the house of DC, into the cat's house of DC. The black sun equals to 6. So this one is 6886. So we can count this as low as 5. We're going to count this one as 9. We're going to count this one as 9. So it's 599, 995, 959. E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm. And then there's stuff to do in here. And yeah, come home every single day and get a little inspiration. So just one little part before we go, I've been mentioning. First of all, I want you to think about this. If you're a father or a mother and remember your child's first birthday, how old were they? How old was your child on his second birthday? On her second birthday. And in other words, the word him ends in I am. SIM card ends in I am. Spirit of I am. Transferring who you are. On your 10th birthday, how old are you? If you're 10, that means those 10 years are over. On your 50th wedding anniversary, you have celebrated 50. You're not going into 50. You tell me something besides the beginning of a race and then going into the winner's circle. And it's only after you went into the winner's circle do they declare you the winner of the 2020, whatever, the 2022 April 7th. You are the winner, 2022 April 7th. That is only after it has happened, after it will be documented. You're not going into the whole next year. So all celebration seems to be taking part of the past. Now you can say, well, we're celebrating an opening. Oh yeah? Well, you've done everything already. It's just you have an opening. So you're separating the accomplishment of getting to where there's going to be an opening. We just celebrated 2022. What does that mean to you now? Just to let you know, in the Hebrew New Year, in the year 5784, in the year 5784, when in the year? Does the cycle happen in the year or before the year completes and it's a complete new cycle? Well, I will tell you that the 3 and 4 are a complete reversal. This Hebrew New Year, September, October, this number shows up. This number is ended. Mars begins. September, Rosh Hashanah. Yoem, I am Kippur. I am the keeper. In the 7th gates of the 7th month of Tishrei. I'm born in a Sukkot. Sukkot. I have to think about it in another language, you know. Something easy. French, English, Spanish. Maybe German, maybe Hebrew. So, the reason why the year we are going into and why it is so special, not only does it polarity the dice, not only does 3, okay, alphabet polarity to what is X, to what is X. X is the cat gateway. C is your 11 creation. You're coming in to number 84. I need to think why I'm saying this. There's a reason why I'm saying this. Why did I say C? Yes, for 3 and 4. The reverse of number 4 is W. It is the same thing as what happened between Grover Cleveland, I think it's Benjamin Harrison and Grover Cleveland, or was it McKinley? I don't remember. And that was the same 22nd, 23rd, 24th president, 22 for life, 24 for the gateway. We fall into that right now, this coming Hebrew New Year's. We flip the cube from Earth to Mars. And when we divide 57 by 84, it creates 19, which is AI, the beginning and the end of where I is in Mars. We come back to the beginning. And the other thing is 28 is the cycle. You see, between A and I, I'm going to show you this before I end the video, is in between, you see 57, 84. And if you divide it by 2, I get 288. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7. Oh, sorry, 288. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 477. No, that's not the number. The number is supposed to be 28.5. But 28.5 is to the that world. Pegasus, 77 of Christ, Jesus Christ, the cycle of who? Of the student yo. You divide this by 3, you end up with 28, and you end up with 19. So over here we'll put 19, over here you'll put 28, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is what's in between, 17 and 3. So this will be in between 3 and 8. The creation, heaven is the life. So that is 20. 25 is Jack. It is also Earth's heart and the gateway. So there's probably more inside of here. Here it's 7 on this side, 13 on this side, 5 is in the center. 5 to 7, 5 to 13. This is the sun and this is the moon. Why is this the sun? SUN 135. It is also the orange ball and pool, and there's other things to talk that will also create DC. It falls on the 169th moon. 13 years by 13 moons a year, and it's Raphael 72, 86 in a constellation of Pegasus. I didn't want to rush through with this so much. L'chaim to life. Separate. Sometimes we need to separate. Slow down. Sometimes we need a little, it's hard to explain. When a plane takes off into the sky, when you dive out of the sky, you just don't fall down to earth. You float because there's something in the air. There's something in the air, my friend. Singing lessons. I know someone that sings fantastic. Somebody else. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus.